Oh, good morning, guys. It's a bright one. It is Monday. What is today? April 5th. And, making a residential pickup here. A little annoyed because, see that car? That's a guy, he texted me last night. Let's see what time it was. So he told me I had to be here before 8 so he could go to work. Which is fine. I was like, all right, I'll be there like after 7, between 7 and like 7:45 or so. Just picking up a small Honda Pilot, kind of like a go-kart. So, which is kind of the theme of today of what all we're picking up is all like ATVs and stuff like that. So, yeah. So yesterday I said I'll be there around 7, and he sent me a thumbs up. And last night, once I was already asleep, it was 9:15. I knew I had to get up by like 3:30, so I was already in bed. So can you make it 8 tomorrow? I have to bring my son to school in the morning. So I text back at 3:48 a.m. I was already awake. I said yes. So I show up here. What time is it? 7:57, so it's 8. And he needs to still run his kid to school. So here I am. I don't really have a time crunch at all today, so it's not a big deal. But it's just like, you know, could have had it sitting outside ready for me to go, but he says the school's right up the road, so we'll see how long it takes him to get back, and it'll only take me a minute to get it in the trailer and get it strapped down. So we're picking up a bunch of ATVs, go-kart kind of things. I don't know if we have any dirt bikes. I have a whole list of stuff. This is a 2-trip. These guys got cars and then all these ATVs, so it's 2 trips, 1 customer from Massachusetts to Illinois. So it's definitely a good paying load. Unfortunately, we were supposed to have the F450 and the big Sundowner assisting on this trip. We're just gonna run, 2 trucks, run them both out together, but that's having some major issues down in Texas. It's at the Ford dealer now. It's not looking good for the truck, but it's under warranty, so they'll figure it out. But the worst part was the trailer's stuck down there, so shout out to the Rat Man. Thanks, Terry, for I sent Terry a message on Instagram. He replied with his number, and he was able to help us get the trailer picked up and get it stored. So appreciate that, man. I really do. That's part of the battle when you break down like that, is just finding a safe place for either the truck or the trailer or whatever you may be dealing with. So got that taken care of. The truck's at the dealer, so I've done, I assisted on, finding a spot for it. So anyways, now that I'm rambling, let's just, it's a nice day out. Beautiful day out. Sit here and see how long it takes him to get back. So thankfully I was able to turn that way, back up in here, because as you see, there's no outlet. There's enough room in this neighborhood. Got the trailer all, well, I say cleaned out, but all the straps positioned to where I can just pull them up and strap whatever down. Bought a bunch of 1-inch straps for these things at Harbor Freight, just to have extras. I have like 20 of them in my other enclosed trailer, so I decided just to get 12 more and put in here, but we'll sit here and wait. Time check, 8:18. Right around the corner must be pretty far away. So I'm in Delaware. I have 1 pickup here. 99% of the rest of the stuff is in Massachusetts. And then 1 more piece of the first puzzle is in Detroit. So that one's on the way. This one was out of the way. We're getting compensated for all of this fairly well. so I'm not that upset about it. But it was knew today was gonna be like a I say a long day, just coming here, and then it's 5.5 hours to Massachusetts, loading the majority of the stuff. Well, I don't know where that'll put me, what time that'll put me, you know, there, and then, you know, having to get to Detroit, that'll be pick up tomorrow, and then from Detroit to the delivery is about 6 hours. So couple jump, skip, and hops, but we're getting paid. We're just not getting paid for sitting here, and this guy seems to be taking his good old time. Guess this is one way to do it. Throw the trailer on the trailer, throw the ski in the back. Should all be headed to the scrapyard, but rocking my new purple shirts, trying to get across the GW. Traffic is ridiculous, and it's only 11:30. I guess traffic's probably ridiculous coming across here any time of the day. Huh. Well, my auxiliary tank isn't working, so we had to squeeze into here. Of course, this happens when we're in Massachusetts, and actually I think we might still be in Connecticut, but it's impossible to find anywhere to get fuel. I turned on the auxiliary pump and noticed that the miles till empty weren't going up, so I finally found a place I could like comfortably get off. The road goes by up there, so I could see that I could get into this place and that they had diesel, so just have to fill up the main tank. Thankfully that's a 52 gallon, but I'll look at it later. The fuse isn't blown, and I don't see any wires that came apart like at the pump or the ground wire, so we'll have to take a look. Maybe the pump just crapped out, get a new one for 20 bucks. So we're just gonna fill it up here, and we should be fine the rest of the trip. Once we're, you know, headed out west, we won't be an issue to stop at major truck stops. But in Massachusetts, you don't have that. Well, we got our stuff full, boys. We got bikes, we got trikes, we've got 3 4-wheelers, we've got 2 Honda Pilots, which are like go-karts. We've got another bike there, and we've got another bike up front. Just stopped to check straps. Looks like everything's riding good. The bikes are the only thing I'm worried about. Nothing else is going to go anywhere. I've got these are Banshees. If you know anything about Banshees, are 2-stroke. These things are fat. These things are killers. This is a KTM. Was it a 505? The 2 Pilots that are up there, that's 450, I think, and that's the bike I want to check. I'm gonna go through the side door, and there's another little bike up there, but this is got our Pack Titan here. This is his ramp, some spare things he's got with it, all my wood, my race ramps. But we have one more Banshee to pick up. We're gonna put right here and do some maneuvering, but that Banshee picks up outside of Detroit in the morning. We're in I don't know, we're in New York now. Really just stopped to check this, get fuel. So, let me put you guys down so I can close this door. Anyways, sun's going down. I wanted to get fuel since I can't figure out why my pump's not working. I'm guessing it's a fried pump. I mean, that thing's probably pumped, I don't know how many thousands of gallons since I've had it. And the tank was used when I got it, because I got it for free. So who knows? So I'm gonna hop on, when I stop tonight, I'm gonna hop on Amazon and buy another one so it's at the house when I get home and I can pop it on real quick. But unfortunately the mirrors are out because I can't see around this trailer. let's continue down the road. Well, this trailer is definitely gonna need a bath. Look at all them bugs. We're here in Ohio right now. I'm gonna do a load check. I wanna show you what happened this morning. This is from a bush. I think most of that will come out with a wash. But it's gonna take some buffing. So what happened was I was in the right lane. I'm gonna do a load check. Anyways, I was in the right lane and this car came over on me, and the curb was like not like a full curb, like a straight up and down one, kind of rolled over. So I got up on that to try to not hit them with the front of my truck, and it kind of like pushed me up on the curb, and once it got up on the curb, kind of took me with it, I guess, a little bit, and hit the bush, which wasn't a big a deal. Really didn't mess it up that bad, but that's fixable, that's cleanable, just probably a little elbow grease. But I'm just glad that they didn't hit the truck. I was laying on the horn and they just went on their way, so whatever. But I'm gonna hop in here and do a load check, and got about another hour and a half till we pick up our last piece of the puzzle in Detroit, and then we're off to Illinois. Frustration. So here I am in this neighborhood. Not all that big, not all that small, not a big deal. Show up to the address that I was given. Well, that's not where the bike is.
Make a sharp left turn onto Hamburg Boulevard, then turn left onto Jeff Wood Drive.
It's another 30 minutes north towards Flint. So I can go this way. Anyways, just a little frustrated. So that adds another, say, 30 minutes each way, so another hour on to the 5 hours it takes, which I thought it would take to get, so say 6 hours to the final drop-off. And the reason that's so frustrating is the place I was supposed to be at after that closes at 5. I'm not gonna make it by 5, which means I don't think I can pick up till like 8 tomorrow morning, which puts me probably, you know, 4 hours behind schedule of trying to get home. That's the frustrating part. You know, 30 minutes doesn't seem like a lot on one end, but when it adds up and you have these just strict deadlines and places are in the open 9 to 5, it's tough to cram it all into one day. And especially I came 800 miles away to this pickup from my last pickup, and the address is wrong. Anyway, little private airport here. Well, we made it. Final pickup. I'm gonna crawl all the way up here, all the way to the front. Do a strap check since we got some light. You can see there's a mini bike there, big bike there, 2 pilots. We got bikes for days. So now I gotta find a way to get into this driveway. Oh. Apparently it doesn't run. It's behind the shed. and the guy who sold it's not here. It's just like some lady. If it's his girlfriend, wife, whatever. You don't truly know, so. Now I gotta try to put this big ass thing in between these block pillars and back all the way up the driveway. Well, we made it. Here's the gate we had to squeeze in through. Luckily we could come through the grass there. And I just gotta make sure the tail swing on this doesn't catch a pillar. Make sure we miss the mailbox. And we're going. So here's a good one. Well, here's two good ones. My wife texted me and asked me where all the large shirts were, since we just got these new purple ones. And I was like, oh, I only packed two. You know, one that I wore yesterday, and like this one I have on for today. And because I knew it was gonna be hot out here, it's 84 degrees, so I knew I was gonna be shorts and t-shirt. I just looked in my bag, and apparently I grabbed a whole pile of them. So I have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 in there. I packed my bag at 3 o'clock in the morning, so give me a break. Second one, isn't it funny how when you need a broker, they are nowhere to be found, yet when they need you and you don't answer, it's the end of the world. So this company has 40 minutes. So I'm supposed to pick up 2 units from West Chicago that go back to Winchester, Virginia. Winchester, Virginia is about an hour from my house. West Chicago is about depending on where I make it tonight, like an hour or 2 from where I'll be tonight. So they told me to call them. I told them I'd pick up today, but they were only there till 5. So they told me to call them. The office is in New Jersey that books the cars, but this office is in Chicago. So they told me to call like an hour ahead. And if I wasn't gonna be there by 5, that if I was gonna be there by 5:30, somebody could stay, or my plan was to stop by, get the keys, do the paperwork, and hold on, these roads are terrible, and then swing by in the morning or even tonight and pick them up after business hours. So this company has called me 15 times, honestly, 15 times, about when I'm picking up, when I'm delivering, confirming that if I don't get there today that I need to call, you know, so-and-so that's on the dispatch sheet, and I did that. So I've called them six times now. I called about 40 minutes ago or so to give them plenty of time. I left a voicemail, no call back. Called back 3 or 4 more times. Called another number that they have on there. Called the main number, tried to get them to transfer me to who I'm supposed to talk to. No answer. So, I don't know their hours of operations. I went through the entire dispatch sheet to see if they had pickup hours of operation. Nothing on there. So they have about 40 minutes, and I'm just gonna cancel the order. There's other stuff I can pick up because I don't want to wait around. Like, say they open at 8 tomorrow. Like, I can leave by 4 tomorrow, so that puts me 4 hours behind. If I get there at 8 and they're not there, nobody's there, that's just adding time onto the clock, when I can pick up something that's either in Indiana, Ohio, make this probably about the same amount of money from what I saw on the board earlier. It's kind of had this like something's gonna go wrong feeling. So I just kind of looked ahead to see what my options were and maybe where I need to position myself tonight. So they've got about 40 minutes and I'm just gonna cancel the order. And I know there's 2 on here, 1 pick, 1 drop that I can book. And you know, I'm sure they'll probably try to, that's the thing about Central, I'm sure they'll probably try to leave a negative review, but I have all the proof. I dispute every single one because I usually have the proof as to why I canceled the order. So anyways, end of rant. Also, here's the thing, I'm not really complaining about it because it was just kind of a filler load to get me back home and you know, put a little extra money in my pocket. Honestly, this run has would pay enough to just deadhead all the way home. Not that I'm gonna do that, but you need your car moved more than I need the money. If it was the other way around and I wasn't answering my phone, say I didn't answer my phone 5 times, like, I told them today or tomorrow, so they'll be like, where you at, where you at, where you at? If I wasn't answering my phone, they would cancel the order because they need to get it moved real quick, because delivery is supposed to be on Thursday for these vehicles. I don't know, not my problem. Not gonna out them. They're actually a fairly large company. It's my first time dealing with them though, and it's just kind of like, as big as you guys are, you'd think you'd have your stuff together. Man, it just keeps getting better. Poor guys. They clean sections right here where the truck's blocking. Poor bugs. We're in Illinois now. We are an hour away from our drop. Last load check for this trip. Let's get this unlocked. Had to put a new lock on here. I carry a bunch of these because they just get all gummed up and rusted up. This is the last Banshee we picked up. Had to wedge it in here with this bike, but that bike's good. Got the ramp strapped to the wall. Both bikes are still standing up front, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 units total squeezed in here. And then we have a ton more stuff, which I'll show you. Let me get this locked back up and I'll show you here real quick before we get back on the road. Oh, an update. They that company, man, that door's a pain sometimes. That company never called back, so looks like we'll be canceling that order. I'm gonna give them till I'm done unloading for me to cancel the order, just in case somebody miraculously calls me. I doubt it, but oh man, I locked that side. This is all stuff full of extra parts and stuff. But I must have locked that. Anyways, let's get this done so we can get paid.